I am missing the #1 reason why anyone would want to watch this show, and of course, that is the baby.
The waifus, my boy.
It is rare you get to see a show with so many A-tier waifus to pick from. I mean, help a guy out here, Bunny Girl Senpai. There are only so many smiles I can protect.
I'm gonna
so
protect
many
it
times
too.
my heart can skip a beat. So many doujinshis that I can read. No way, the last line's an absolute lie. You see,
You nasty.
Senpai said, it's your man behind the camera director with another gigguk reaction. Bunny Girl Senpai, a show that's not about bunny girls. Listen, I know personally, Bunny Girl Senpai, I don't actually know what category to put it in. I'm gonna put it in supernatural category for now. But comment down below, what type of anime would you classify Bunny Girl Senpai? Shonen, romance, rom-com, drama? I don't know where to put it, but I'm gonna put it in sci-fi. No, sci-fi is not what I just said. Whatever I just said, that aside, right? Bunny Girl Senpai left a massive impact on me. How do you know? I use my dollars to prove how much I love it. I bought the first one ever. Actually, I think it's the whole story. I'm not gonna lie to you. To be honest with you, I'm actually not even sure. It might be the whole story. But all I know is when we started the anime, I'm like, dope, Bunny Girls. I'm here for it. It's gonna be fire. I thought the Bunny Girl was gonna be our MC. Hold that thought. She's kind of the MC, but at the same time, she's not. It's a beautifully woven story. It moved me. The number of times that I actually almost cried in Bunny Girl Senpai is obscene for a man of my age and stature. Honestly. Like, I'm talking about like welling up in my eyes like I'm about to fucking ball, son. But because it's such a dynamic, well-told story with twists, turns, and issues that you would never know that would pull on your heartstrings in a certain way. Bunny Senpai is like, when I say underrated, I hear people talk about it, but I don't think it gets as much accolades as it should. I see people know the memes and understand the characters, but I don't think people go into a deep dive or really delve into what makes these individual characters tick. Oftentimes when I hear people talk about Bunny Senpai, they talk about it at a very topical level. Oh, who's best girl? Oh, I like Mai because she, I like Kade because she, but y'all I don't hear people like really talking about the interpersonal relationships, the dynamics of everybody who's involved with Sakura and Mai. It's fucking wonderful, man. It's wonderful. For that reason, as you know, I'm caught up on all gigguk videos, yearly videos. So now I'm going back and picking some of the ones that I enjoy, or some of the ones that talk about topics that I enjoy. And I actually want to see what he thinks on them. So that's why we're watching this one. We're going to jump into it. Comment down below, who's best girl in the show? Unpopular opinion. Actually, it's probably popular. It's Mai, bro. It's Mai. It's just Mai. And if it's not Mai, hypothetically, who's the best girl outside of Mai? I'll tell you mine's at the end. You probably already know, but I'm not gonna say it now. I'll say it at the end. Comment that down below. We're jumping into it.
The origins of the Bunny Girl costume date back to the iconic Playboy bunny, a costume developed by the aforementioned Playboy enterprise for women to wear at their clubs, and has since become a worldwide icon of sex appeal and seduction, eventually weaving its way to Japan, where it found a new surge of popularity rising in prominence in Japanese media, especially in the form of anime and manga. And through this comes one of the hottest shows this season, Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, a show which has absolutely nothing to do with bunny girls, rendering this entire opening paragraph fucking useless.
It is.
You had one fucking job, title. Bunny Girl Senpai.
It really did, though.
Airing right now. That is no small
airing right now.
Stacked in the 13-level card tower being built. So I just wanted to talk about it for a bit, alright? Because there wasn't anything more misleading than a title and a poster that implied this was going to be some kind of generic light novel fan service rom-com. Hey, we've got bunny girls this time. You're stupid enough to watch this because it has bunny girls in it. Which I was.
I was.
One of the most
we were.
Addicting and well-written character dramas I've seen.
Character drama!
Social pressures and psychology surrounding our adolescence and growing up. So today I just wanted to show some love, you know, just shed a bit of light for any of you who may have overlooked this thanks to the title and the poster, and of course answer the pressing question on everyone's mind. Why is it called Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai?
Because he doesn't.
I don't fucking no. Rabbit Grill Senpai was made by Studio Cloverworks, which is actually an offshoot of
Cloverworks, bro.
If you didn't know, is the powerhouse studio that made super popular anime like Zeta Yareru Gris Shinwa in 2008.
Bitch, what?
That's it. That's all they've done. There's literally nothing else noteworthy to talk about, so I don't think we're going to find
okay.
He details the
I was
story
like,
adventures of smart-ass prick Sakata as he encounters different girls afflicted by this phenomenon known as puberty syndrome. What is this mysterious puberty syndrome? Well, in the plot synopsis, it's described as abnormal experiences rumored on the internet to be caused by sensitivity and instability during adolescence.
Correct.
Yeah, I know. What, you mean like balls dropping, body hair growing, period stuff?
Gaston!
Dr. Google, I wonder if there's already a name for all these symptoms that exist that this show might be miss. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, the show doesn't adequately express an
I wasn't ready for that.
synopsis is what puberty syndrome actually is, though even if you watch the show, it isn't that simple to describe either.
It really
isn't.
isn't.
It's basically some kind of supernatural phenomenon that is essentially a manifestation of a problem someone is going through. For example, you can have cuts suddenly appearing on a teenage girl who's getting cyberbullied, or a local celebrity literally disappearing from everyone's perception due to her internal conflict of wanting to be in the public eye. And so, what the series is about is following our main lead as he helps various characters through their personal problems and thus overcoming the puberty syndrome that has affected them. Now, I know what you're thinking, okay? Oh, a guy going around solving different supernatural phenomenon
Conan the
girls
Detective?
in an arc format complete with witty dialogue? What is this, the new season of Monogatari without the head tilts? Fuck, what does
Head
that make the
tilts?
watch order now? Bakim Monogatari, then Nisei Monogatari, then you got this new season, Normie Monogatari. Well, there is that
Normie
reminiscent feel to a
Monogatari.
lot of these other well-known light novel adaptations, namely the Monogatari franchise or EJIR, and
I've
maybe
heard
even
of
a slight dash of
Monogatari, but I've never
Haruhi.
seen
I do
it.
feel the comparisons stop past the surface level, and Bunny Girl is really able to carve out his own identity. Sakata and Hachiman may give off similar vibes, both being loners with a similar life outlook, but the reasoning behind their character traits are entirely different. Sakata is more about purposely ignoring the social norms. He reads the atmosphere and chooses to go against it, and is very different from Hachiman's pessimistic narcissism. As for
he a hater.
Monogatari girls, they were meant to be a play on the cliched anime character archetypes, subverting our expectations of these traits we are used to and building them up to be characters with far greater depth than we would
Damn, now I want
usually
a
see.
donut.
And because of this, the aberrations are nothing like the adolescent syndrome
Oh,
because
gross,
the
that's a
reasoning
spider.
characters are affected by the syndrome is totally different. You have characters which on the surface are dealing with issues and insecurities a lot of us face or may have faced during adolescence and puberty.
Facts! It's
Characters you may
relatable.
start off having a distaste for eventually become likable when you find out what experiences in their lives made them this way, because even if you can't personally relate to them, you at least come to understand them. What the adolescent syndrome does is it ups the stakes. It forces these characters to confront their deepest fears and flaws in a short period of time, and what this meant for me is that I got incredibly invested incredibly fast. Every character
Same!
gets
Fuck!
developed through the course of their arc that is quick but feels natural thanks to the situation they've been put in. By the end of episode 3, you've already been on this emotional journey and you think to yourself, wow, that could have been the series climax right there. And then you slowly realize that holy shit, you're only
Jesus
3 fucking
Christ.
episodes in. Every character has something different to say, and the adolescent syndrome also manifests in some crazy but interesting way.
Yeah, it
There's
does.
even an arc where the main character has to live through a constant time loop of being woken up by his little sister, which, you know, didn't trigger any PTSD from myself or anything.
Oh my god. I don't know what that's from, but that seems daunting.
Supernatural phenomenon in anime, you see, because at least Bunny Girl Senpai actually explains its phenomenon. See, there's bound to be people confused as to what adolescent syndrome actually is, but actually the show takes this into account. So it makes these phenomenon easier to understand for the average person by describing it using theories of quantum mechanics.
It does. I don't know quantum mechanics.
Let me just say that last sentence again. Bullshit explanations of quantum mechanics aside, another thing that absolutely stands out is the chemistry between the characters and the dialogue.
Yes.
Aside from the format of the show solving supernatural phenomenon in each arc, I feel this is where most people got the Monogatari vibes from, and I use that as a compliment. The writing is incredibly witty and makes simple exchanges between characters incredibly engaging, especially between our main duo. Instead of just having one sarcastic git, everyone's a smartass, and everyone's trying to constantly get the conversational high ground, so the dialogue
Pretty
feels less
much.
like an exchange of words and more like a boxing match of wit, and this makes the conversation about the most mundane of topics so addicting to watch. I never once got bored just watching people bullshit with each other, though I'm not sure how healthy it is to admire this dialogue. I mean, I couldn't help but get charmed by Sakata's deadpan straightforwardness of just saying whatever's on his mind, but you get to a point where you're watching him saying the most grossly inappropriate shit, which in normal social situations you should never say
Oh,
out loud,
Lord,
but
yes.
in your mind you're like,
挟まれたい言っておくが顔だからな
Yeah. My hero. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. This moment, right? There's a lot of moments where I was like, yo, Sakata is one of the greatest MCs in all of anime, bro. This moment, this specific moment was when I was like, nah, I don't care if you agree he's the best or not. He belongs on the Mount Rushmore of great MCs. Yeah, put him right up there with Naruto, Talk No Jutsu. Put him right there with Dripigo, with Ichigo in the Drip. I don't care. Pound for pound, MC-wise, this guy is goated. Why? Because he says what he means, he says it to their faces, and he says it with all sincerity, bro. He's just a good-ass MC. He says the good things, the bad things, the disgusting things. He keeps it 100,000 with these hoes, bro. Oh, fucking amazing series. Another thing, Gigu's talking about how they trade barbs back and forth, how the dialogue is never lacking, and everyone seems to have this ability. Even the sister, if you've seen it, you know. Even the sister has this ability where the dialogue isn't just like the most basic shit. It's constantly a war of like who's the smart. Now I don't say who's the smartest. It's constantly a war. Like I can't. Gigu described it already. I feel like I'm trying to reiterate what he said, but like it's like there's not a lame moment. There's just not. And at every turn, sometimes you expect somebody to say the most cliched thing that you can imagine, and they don't. They say something that completely takes a turn. Or like you're waiting for, oh my God, comes a cringe moment where this person lies once again and they just bare their fucking soul. And there's something so relatable and beautiful about the way they construct the dialogue in this. Fucking amazing, bro.
Same. Though I am missing the number one reason why anyone would want to watch this show, and of course, that is the fucking waifus, baby!
The fucking waifus, my boy.
It is rare you get to see a show with so many A-tier waifus to pick from. I mean, help a guy out here, buddy girl senpai. There are only so many smiles I can protect.
I'm gonna
so
protect
many
them
times
too.
my heart can skip a beat. So many doujinshis that I can read. No way, the last line's an absolute lie. You see, if the cast is likable as this, you get to choose between a variety of so many amazing girls. And Kaide. You've got Koga, you've got Futaba, and two lovely flavors. You've got someone who's done nothing but watch Eren manga sensei her entire life. And then you've got the latest edition.
My Sharona! Wait, what?
There's one that stands head and shoulders above the rest.
Yeah, she
and that
do.
is, of course, our main girl, baby Gahara herself, Mai Sakurajima, who just has a perfect mix of dry wit, a strong but tender heart, a blush worth dying for, and providing you with unexpected moments of cuteness with just a light sprinkle of sin here and there. If waifuism was an art, she'd be the Sistine fucking Chapel of waifu.
She would.
You know, instead of leaving you in awe, she'd just make you melt into a ball of pink fluff.
Yeah, put one of those on me, girl.
We're losing him! We're losing him! He's dying!
That is basically...
No, but honestly, the other thing, and I'm gonna say this in the most appropriate, inappropriate way I could think of. Bunny Girl Senpai serves every type of fan service that you could want. Stockings, high socks, short skirts, different outfits, tsundere, yandere, weirdere. If you're into sister-loving bullshit, I'm looking at you funny. I'm looking at you hella funny, but they got some of that for you too. Everything you can want. They got mouth stuff. They got weird hand motions. They got shawties of all sizes. Yo, literally, A-tier waifus across the board. Even me, who's somebody that normally doesn't, you know, oh, waifu this, waifu that. Every one of these shawties outside of Kade, I'm gonna say that one more time, outside of Kade, every single one of these shawties had, for lack of a better term, they had a kink that I can enjoy from them.
Basically, Bunny Girl Senpai, the anime that has nothing to do with bunny girls.
Not a fucking thing to do with bunny girls, bro.
2 scenes. outfits. Bunny Girl Senpai manages to capture this sentiment in a wholly unique way. It shows us what would have happened if someone was there to help us tackle these trials head on.
Yes!
When we were younger, written with the kind of dry chemistry you rarely get to see. Whether you watch it for the various problems, the addicting dialogue, the lovable cast, or Mai in the odd Bunny Girl outfits, you'd be doing yourself a disservice by missing this show, because at the end of the day, Rascal may not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai,
But I did.
but dear lord, I fucking do.
Me and you both, my boy. And then don't get me started on the shawties singing each of their own songs on the outros.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video.
That was Gigguk's Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. It has nothing to do with Bunny Girls. It's a fantastic series. Gigguk hit all the fantastic points. Everything that I loved about Bunny Girl Senpai, he touched on. He did. I will say this. He did skip out on talking about a lot of the fan service. Cause like, it's not over the top fan service. It's not in your face fan service. I will even say it's not even intentional fan service. Like it's supposed to, like you're supposed to be like, wow, this is a fan service moment. It was just shawties living their lives and just a little bit of extra pop for you. Like for instance, the taking off of the stockings. Yes, I know. Y'all gonna be like, you like that? Yeah, it's a little bit of a weird one, but yo, stockings going on, stockings going off. S tier kink. Don't ask me why, I just got it. Leave me alone, okay? Everybody's in short skirts, got it. I loved some of the I also I don't remember the word for it. I like women who can articulate well and are smart, and you can have like above like 8th grade level conversations with, because I know a lot of women are a lot of people are adults, but a lot of people aren't able to have conversations past like an 8th grade reading level. Everybody in this show had a dynamic vocabulary and also were able to hold a conversation past just like, well, this is what I want. Why won't you help me? It was just well written. Every character moved with purpose, and every character in their struggle was just ultimately relatable. It was a fucking masterpiece, bro. An absolute masterpiece. It's not oftentimes I rank shows like, oh, like it's in my top 10 of all time. Yo, Bunny Girl Senpai is beating a lot of your favorite shows in my personal top 10. It's in my personal top 10. I'm not gonna say it's top 5. It's somewhere between 5 and 10, but it's up there because it's that relatable, that moving, and that dynamic. Just in every facet, it does a fantastic job. It's sad, it's happy. You get moments of triumph, moments of defeat. And also because I'm kind of a simp, there's something about like a shawty just living her life, and she just needs a little push, needs a little help, and you're able to help her get over that hump, to turn that frown upside down into a smile. Moments like that always warm my heart. Solving a shawty's problems for me is something that I will always do if I can, if it's within my power, because I like restoring people's smiles. And not just restoring people's smiles, yo, shawties, I love restoring a shawty's smile. Absolutely, bro. And if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. We just cut from different cloths, you know. We just not built the same. Me, I'm built different, bro. Some of y'all be out here talking about how much you love women, but I don't see y'all bending over backwards to make sure you can make one smile. And that should be crazy to me, though. That should be crazy to me. But Bunny Girl Senpai, maybe that's why Sakata is one of my favorite MCs. He's just like me for real, in that he truly, with some of the stories and some of the way he helped the shawties, it wasn't about him. It wasn't about, oh, I'm about to add on to my harem, or oh yeah, if I do this, she gonna let me smash. It was purely, oh damn, you seem to be struggling. I don't think I know how to help you, and I'll just be here for you. Then it's like, oh, through me being here for you, I now understand how I can help you. And it was just a beautiful part of the story. The other side of it is, I look at this in hindsight, it took me to watch a couple other shows to understand, but this is like an extreme form of Chunny Boyo, where like exactly what Gigguk said, a lot of the same feelings and insecurities that the shawties dealt with in the show, or even Sakata dealt with himself in the show, is something that we went through in our own lives. And like, even whether it's middle school, high school, even sometimes as an adult, you know, it's an extreme form of Chunny Boyoism where you're like, no one understands me, and you do weird shit, but it's like one person comes along and they see you and they understand you. And it was a lot of little moments like that. It's just a beautiful fucking show, bro. I'm still moved right now even talking about it. It's one of the few shows that like I feel like I could go back and rewatch and it would still tug at all the same emotions exactly the same way. Maybe even harder because I know it's coming. I don't know. Pause. No Diddy on that last one. But yeah, if you made it this far, my favorite waifu from the show, it goes Mai is 1A, but 1B is Futaba, bro. Futaba is 1B. The only reason I don't put Futaba above Mai is purely based on, and it's very petty, and again, y'all gonna like, that's what you're into? It's the stockings, bro. It's the stockings. It's the stockings, and also Mai's kind of written. No, let me stop. I'm joking. But no, Mai is the focal point, so that's who I bounded with first. But Futaba came along. I loved her story. I loved that she both ran but didn't run from her problems. I love the dichotomy of man and woman, which is something that she struggled with, which is something I feel like out of all the shawties and all the things they struggled with, I feel like Futaba's story was the most relatable to me, because there's the person that you present, there's a person that you are, and then there's a person where you feel like somewhere in the middle. And sometimes you don't always feel that middle person. Sometimes you feel like you're on one side, sometimes you feel like you're on another side, and watching her literally get torn apart into two separate people and trying to figure out which one she is was something that I still I don't want to say I struggle with to this day, but oftentimes I feel like I'm pulled in 2 or 3 different directions of who I'm supposed to be or even who I want to be myself. But all I can do is just, same thing Futaba did, just smash all of me together and be like, no, you are one. You don't have to choose which one of these hats that you want to wear. You are the person. And sometimes you have to step up and be this form. Sometimes you got to step up and be that form. But you're just you, bro. I'm just me. You're just you. And that's why she's truly 1B. The stockings, and because she was the most relatable shawty with the most relatable story, and she also has the biggest titties. If you made this fun, you haven't already, drop a sub. Comment down below who your favorite waifu from the show is. Did you find the show relatable? Is Sakata in your top 4? Is one of your favorite MCs of all time or nah? Comment all that down below. Let me know. Tell me your thoughts. I'm your man behind the cam. As always, never forget, stay nasty, y'all. You wanna go? Alright, I'm really fucking shaking, bro.